3 years ago, the internet was blessed with 6 hours of the greatest podcasting to ever exist. Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast made a 4-episode series discussing every single U.S. president with the one and only Louis C.K. There are more hilarious, insightful, and genuinely compelling moments than we can count, but we tried our best to compile what we believe are the best moments from this series.
This is a history podcast.
True. Serious.
Let's talk presidents. In fact, let's talk all of them in order.
Yep.
That was it?
Hold on.
No.
Just wait. Let's talk Washington, Adams, Bush, Obama, Trump.
Did you say Obama now?
Obama. Wow.
Obama now.
It took me all night.
Damn, dude.
Here's a quiz question. Who is Johnson, Lyndon Baines Johnson's vice president after Kennedy was shot, who became the vice president? Your mother's cunt.
Oh, man.
It wasn't her.
It was not.
It wasn't your mother, it was her cunt.
Her cunt was a... Wait a second. This is a history podcast.
Yeah.
What if that was true?
You're telling me Jones cunt.
Yeah, because he only needed her for 1 year. And then
She's
when he
gonna be
ran
so
for
excited. She's
then
gonna
when
be
he
so
ran
excited to watch this.
then when he ran, he got somebody else, but he called out, "Joan, I need your cunt to be my vice." He called her from Dallas. You know that famous picture of him on the plane?
That was...
He called her right before that. I need your vagina to be my vice president.
All right, so let's start from the top. Mom, I'm so sorry that he said that.
I'm not. I never met your mom.
You held back. You held
Very
back.
sweet. She's
I
very
heard it.
sweet. Very
Your
sweet.
mom. All right.
And yeah, Madison gets 4 years, and people are like, dude, you're boring.
No,
America has never liked nerds.
Madison gets 2.
Don't touch
because-
me. Don't touch me. Don't ever put your fucking hands on me.
I can't touch your
Don't ever
shoes
put
out
your
of respect.
fucking hands on me.
I'm going to grip you up.
God damn it.
Hold on. So Jefferson was to shut the fuck up, guys. Shut up, guys.
Sean, get out.
Sean, don't look at me.
Jackson was a crazy but shrewd. A great thing about Jackson was that his inaugural party in the White House,
Yeah.
This is wild.
they
stormed the Capitol.
he invited everybody. That's exactly right.
They
He
stormed
invited everyone. He said anyone that wants can come. No invitation needed. It's the people's house, and the house was crammed with common people getting drunk,
Just got
stealing shit,
shit-faced, destroyed
and
the
they
whole
wouldn't
place.
leave. And there's a honor code in the White House. You don't ask someone to leave. You don't ever throw anybody out. So they couldn't get them. Like days went by where people are shitting on the floor and raiding the fucking pantry and just fucking people and whatever.
What?
And so what they did was they got huge kegs of beer and they put them on the lawn. And they
Nice.
said, "Hey, come out. Let's drink under the stars. Let's have, And they invited them out for beer on the lawn, and they all came outside and they locked the doors. That was how he was a people's president.
Yeah,
Like
he was
there
the
was
first
some
populist.
in his
First
yes.
guy. Yeah.
First one to appeal to the common person. There was a guy named Frank Gannon who had Frank Gannon wrote speeches for Nixon and was a very close friend of his. And weirdly, he became the guy who books the comedians on Letterman. And when I moved to New York back in 1990 or so, being on Letterman was all anybody wanted. So Gannon was the most important person in comedy at the time. And he was a strange guy who was very serious. And he would just come and he'd watch you. And if he liked you, he'd get Morty to come. And maybe you'd be on the show. So he liked me. He never got me on the show, but he liked me. So I went to Letterman's office and met him. And I asked him about Nixon because he wrote, Nixon has one big biography called RN that Gannon co-wrote. And he told me that when you get a few drinks in Nixon, he says, the same people that got the Kennedys got me. It's the same people that got, he said it's the same machine.
Whoa.
That took out
Yeah.
John
that was
and
what happened with
Robert.
Kennedy.
Came after him. He said they just couldn't use bullets anymore because it was getting too They were
That's
on
exactly what we said.
Yeah.
We said that without
and
him.
Watergate was. He said Watergate was something that happened all the time. It was just like, and still does. I mean, it's not like, oh my goodness. It's how things are done.
Yeah.
It's a safe with $1 million in it. What president doesn't have a safe with $1 million?
Yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt was in Pennsylvania again. Your fucking state might have been
Incredible
Virginia.
state.
Not much difference. So Teddy was there and on tour as president. And there were some people, every time the president comes to a town, they always they get so excited and they plan stuff. So they knew he loves hunting bear.
Yeah.
So when Teddy hunts bear, he's way up in a mountain alone with a gun, and it's him and the bear, and he might die.
Yeah.
But these people think he's like a gentleman hunter. So they take him, we're going to take you to hunt some bear, and they give him a gun, and they take him into the woods, and there's a bear chained to a tree, a little bear who's kind of emaciated, and it was chained to a tree, and they go, shoot him. And Teddy breaks down into tears.
Yeah.
And he says, for the love of God, let that poor animal go. And there was some journalist there who drew a picture that was like a little sketch that was in the paper of Teddy with this and this little bear. And it was, people put that together, Teddy and bear. And started making these stuffed bears that looked like Teddy because of this.
Jesus Christ.
My favorite take on FDR is, what's his name? Churchill's. So I read this book, Churchill, and it's called Franklin and Winston, about their relationship.
Yeah.
Churchill was a nerd. He was a fat English drunk nerd, and he was a lord. He was a little Lord Fauntleroy nerd. So Winston Churchill worshipped Roosevelt. He just thought he was the coolest. He was Americans came off really cool back then, and Churchill was like this, very and so there's a few intimate stories that are great about the two of them. One of them, Winston came to Hyde Park to plead the case. Please come into the war, because Franklin wasn't coming into the war. So he spent like a night in Hyde Park, and they talked, and it was Churchill's feeling like for the first time that Franklin maybe liked him. And so the moment that's in this book is that he was in his car, Churchill, at night, and FDR was seeing him off. He was like at the window of his car, and Churchill said, "Franklin, I feel so good to have really spent time with you, and I feel a connection with you." And Roosevelt said, Take it easy. He said, just take it easy. And then the other one, and he just hurt his feelings. Then the other great thing was at Yalta, the conference at Yalta, where
this is good.
FDR and
Stalin.
Churchill are trying to get Stalin to come into the war on the Allied. He could have come in on either side. It was a toss-up, or he could have stayed out. But a Russian front to the war was everything. It turned out to be everything.
Yeah.
The same thing that happened it's what killed Napoleon, because Russia is just this deep forest, and anybody who invades Russia just gets absorbed and then stuck for the winter.
Yeah.
It killed Napoleon, and it eventually took Hitler. It's not where they lose, but it's where they drains. Okay.
Yeah.
So Churchill is like the European statesman. He's the one who's been fighting the war longer, and he's been mechanizing. How am I going to do this? And so when they get to Yalta, he goes to Roosevelt and says, "Let's talk. Let's plan how we're going to get Joseph." And FDR goes, let's have lunch. We'll do it after lunch. And he's like, "Okay, when are we gonna? We got to confab. You and me. We got to triangulate. You come from that. So good cop, bad cop. Like, which one do you want to do?" And FDR is like, "It's all right, Winston. It's all right. It's all right. I got that. We'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it." And then they're at lunch with Stalin, and Roosevelt looks at Churchill and he says to Stalin, "Joseph, look at Churchill. Look at what a fat, weird little man he is. Look at him with his cigar. Look how ridiculous he is." And Stalin is like shocked, and he looks at Churchill and he goes, "Bah!" And he just laughs, and he fucking drinks vodka with FDR, and they fucking singing songs. Yeah. And FDR and Joseph are like best friends. Churchill is a fucking loser.
Yeah.
And then and FDR is like, "So you come in our side?" And Joseph's like, "Yes, I come in your side." Of course I come in your side. He read the room, and he knew what had to be done. And it was throwing fucking Winston Churchill under the bus and making him feel like a fat little fucking...
And he was mad about it. He was mad. Churchill was mad.
Yeah.
He like left there. No, but he got he won World War II at that.
Yes, he did. But he had to be humiliated.
Yeah.
Truman like had this idea. Let's try to win and let's try to get the money to the soldiers who are dying. And everyone hated him. That's why they hated him. They made him vice president. Nobody liked him. They locked him out of like they always do to the vice president. So one night he's in Sam Rayburn's office. Sam Rayburn was like the greatest speaker of the House ever. Sam Rayburn, there's the building that all the offices are in is the Sam Rayburn building. He was like the first great speaker, one of the great speakers. So Sam Rayburn, he's in his office playing poker with Sam Rayburn. They had a poker room, like a dark, original smoky room. And Truman is just a loser, vice president. Nobody talks to him. And he's playing poker with Sam and the other guys late into the night, just having a good time. And then he gets a call. There's a call for you. And it's Eleanor Roosevelt. She says, my husband just died.
Yeah.
You need to get to the White House. So out of habit, because nobody cared about him, he just went on the street alone and hailed a cab.
Yeah.
And there was one moment where he's in a taxi and he realizes, Jesus Christ, we're at war and the president of the United States is in a taxi. Nobody knows where I am. And then the famous moment is that he got to the White House and Eleanor greeted him at the door. And he said, Mrs. President or whatever, is there anything I can do for you? And she says, Mr. President, is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, this is going to suck.
Yeah. She's like, you're the one who's in trouble now.
Truman's going to blow.
Yeah.
But he was a very good fucking president. Two agents run into each other on the street in Hollywood. And one of them's like, hey, what have you been up to? And he goes, I produced a special for, whatever. Just pick a, Celine Dion or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, how'd you like working with her? And she's like, fucking cunt, fucking worthless, fucking spoiled brat, fucking drunk, fucking drug-addled cunt. I hope she fucking dies. And the other guy goes, she's my niece. And the guy goes, let me finish. It's an old joke. Cut it out of the thing.
No, anyway, that's a good joke.
So here's a great Kennedy story. So Peter Salinger, I think his name was, Pierre Salinger. He was a journalist who hung out with Kennedy a lot. So they're in Kennedy's, in the Oval Office. And what Kennedy really liked bragging about was that he could get anybody on the phone ever. The White House operators could get any human being in the world. So he said to Pierre Salinger, give me a name. I can get him on the phone in 10 minutes. And he happened to know that Truman Capote was writing a book in the woods. He was like in a cabin in the woods, cut off, no phone, on sabbatical. And so he says, Truman Capote. And so Kennedy picks up the phone on the coffee table and says, yeah, give me a Truman Capote, please. And just hangs up. And then they keep talking. And in 10 minutes, he hears like they fucking got a helicopter and they lowered it. And yes, Mr. President. And so that's what he was like. He liked being president. He liked the fucking.
He was cool.
He was a cool president.
And Jackie
the thing about him, because Nixon and Kennedy's stories are just attached. Nixon was a nerd and Kennedy was cool. And it's another thing like Churchill and FDR that Nixon was always heartbroken that people just preferred Jack because he was a cooler guy. And there's a little story that's I think it's in Kennedy's, it's in Nixon's, what do you call it? In his library about how the two of them, when they were senators, they were sent to Philadelphia to debate. Like they used to do this. The Senate would say, they get a Democrat and Republican, you guys go up and debate the issue. So the two of them were in a sleeper car together because they were going overnight or whatever to Philly or some city where they had to be in a sleeper car. And Kennedy, and so Nixon suggested who gets the top because there's bunks. He says, let's flip a coin. This is the story. And then they flipped a coin and Kennedy won. That's why it's a funny story to people. It's the first time that they...
Yeah.
But I picture this story like a fly on the wall. They're in the sleeper car and Nixon's like, just nerd, packed a little suitcase.
Well,
and
how
Kennedy's
should we
been
decide
fucking,
this?
he's just fucking somebody.
Yeah.
Kennedy's hungover, good-looking dude, smoking a cigarette, and he's like, I got to be with this fucking Nixon. He hates Nixon. And Nixon's like, so I guess we should flip a coin. And Kennedy's like, what?
Yeah, just do it.
Decide who's. Yeah, go ahead, Dick.
Yeah. And he won.
And he's like, well, you won. Okay, Dick.
Great. Get up. Get up there.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Get the fuck up there.
Yeah, you fucking loser.
Climb up there.
Yeah, so that was them.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
We're going to read some ads.
Okay.
All right. And then we're going to switch over to the Patreon for the last part. So join the Patreon if you want.
Why do you switch? Why are you making them go on Patreon?
That way.
That way what?
It's good.
You need the money?
Yes.
Really? The
No,
ads
I don't.
and the Patreon? You're going to make them listen to ads
Hold
and
on.
then switch to Patreon?
Hold on. This is
like when I watch a fucking fight on DAZN, which I pay for,
DAZN.
and there's a fucking ad between the rounds.
Hold on.
Is it subscription or is it fucking
Holy
ads?
shit, there's 3 ads. Hold on.
But you don't have to put this on Patreon.
You
don't have to. You don't need the
it's
money,
not for me.
Shane
Matt
Gillis.
and Sean need it.
Matt's
Matt's got a family.
How much do you get for Patreon? How much really?
I'll tell you.
You tell me. How much
now?
do you think you'll make on this on Patreon?
If 1,000 people join
Yeah.
the Patreon, it's $5 a month.
It's $5,000 a month. And then you
Times
think they
12.
just stay there.
And then, yeah, they like it.
But you think
good.
1,000 people will join your Patreon? 5,000 new people because of this?
I wish you would stop this. Guys,
I will
support
pay
the greatest
him
history podcast.
$5,000 a month
Guys,
to keep this content free.
This could be the greatest history podcast of all time. And thank Christ, it's brought to you by Manscaped. Fellas,
Christian.
is your bush... oh, my God. They're trying to write it like we talk. Fellas, is your bush in super gremlin mode? Manscaped, the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming, has the best tools for your John Hancock. Holy shit.
Ugh.
Their Performance Package 4.0 is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Go to manscaped.com, 20% off if you use promo code DRENCHED. This is a bit of a nightmare. Get the most precise... Dude, why are they doing this to me? I didn't write this. Get the most precise shave on your Ulysses S. Gooch with a waterproof lawnmower.
John Hancock wasn't a president, you
No,
fucking
he was
idiots.
not. I
don't doubt the product is whatever it says it is, but their copywriters
Oh,
are...
man. Clear
Cunts.
your holes with the Wiki Wild Weed Whacker. Dude, just stick to regular, please.
Manscaped is the president of unfunny.
There's a lot of stuff. Clean yourself up with the crop preserver, crop receiver skin. You spray stuff on your balls. Anyway, get 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code DRENCHED at manscaped.com. That's 20% off. Good Lord. After using Manscaped, your balls will be as golden as the Notre Dame football helmets. I don't know why they did that to me.
It's the worst day of my life now.
Hey, they're doing this. They changed it for all these. Yeah. Hey, also, we're brought to you by Sheath. If you listen to our show, you've probably got a huge dick. And you're probably sick of reaching down to get it unstuck from your balls. Thank God there's Sheath underwear. Sheath underwear keeps your balls off your legs. The idea for Sheath came from its founder, U.S. Army Robert Patton, during his second tour, Louis. Second tour in Iraq.
Who?
The founder of Sheath underwear, Robert Patton.
Yeah.
And it worked for him. So it'll work for you. Support the show and support this awesome veteran-owned company like an American. God, dude. Go to sheathunderwear.com and use promo code DRENCHED to get 20% off your first order. Everywhere that comes with Sheath Underwear is 100% money back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com. Holy shit. You want to read one?
No. Absolutely not.
We're brought to you by DraftKings.
You keep doing that. I'm just going to turn off these.
Yeah, that's fine. The NBA playoff action is nonstop at DraftKings Sportsbook, an original sportsbook betting partner of the NBA. What are you betting on, Sean? What have you won lately?
I should have bet on Cheeto Vera versus. This is
such a mistake to try to do ads at the end of this.
Okay.
He probably fucking hates us now.
I know. We look like fools.
You have no idea.
Join the podcast conversation by downloading Rabid.